Hey friend, I wanted to just come and talk to you because it's been a few days and really wanted to just share with you a little bit about our vision and what it is that we're trying to do at Miracle Valley Oasis Center. If you haven't seen me before, I'm A. Allen's great-granddaughter, Rebecca Allen Jones, and my grandfather was James Allen, the firstborn son of A. Allen. I feel privileged to have grown up in such a wonderful family, and we do really care so deeply about Miracle Valley and the community there, and also about the property that he founded there. And there's been plenty of questions of, why are you interested in this property suddenly after all this time? And the truth is we've always been interested in this property. We've always cared about it as a family, but there have been other people who have been stewarding the property throughout the decades that it's not been in the family care. And we see that now is a time that we feel is right for us to step in and steward this property moving forward. And we are grateful for that opportunity. We feel very strongly that we have a clear vision for that, but you may not have checked that vision out. I want to encourage you, I'm going to put a link below and I want you to check it out. It has a really, really clear vision. It's really, really important in the Word of God that it outlines the importance of having a vision and making it plain. And we've spent some painstaking time really making sure that you can understand what it is that we're trying to accomplish. And so we want to make sure that you know, because we have a window of time here where we need to raise quite a significant amount of money. And that is exciting because it means that only God can do this, and we love miracles. So we want to ask you to join with us and ask God for a miracle. But much like with any building project, if you are approached by a pastor and pastor says, hey, we're going to build a church, we're going to build this new building, we've got this building that is going to cost X amount of money, and we need you to pledge and give like you've never given, because this is the moment, because God has spoken to us about building the building. And what would happen if you said, hey, you know what, I love the thought. What I'm going to do is just wait and see how you put the tiling in that bathroom. I'm going to see what the stage looks like and see what kind of carpet you put in. I'll see if I want to give. And when it's done, I would be very happy to come and inspect. I feel comfortable with it, and I feel like you guys are stewarding that well, and you've built it well, and the construction's good. Then by all means, I will give. And I'm ready to do it when I see that. And we're in one of those moments here where we can't wait until later, because this property is going up for sale here in a few weeks. We don't have a set date yet, but we know that it is coming shortly, and it will be probably in August. So we have to have all the funds ready for that sale in July. And if we don't have them, then we are not purchasing. Additionally, so the money that we are raising is not just for this property. It's actually for a variety of things. There's also another property on the other side of the highway that's going to be used for ministers and visitors, people that come. If you wanted to come, you might be staying there. And so we're in the midst of purchasing that property right now, and that's a sale agreed, but we need to raise the rest of the funds. We also are budgeting for a few team members that we need to have in order to help us to support what God's vision is here. And then also what we really need to do is think about growing the fundraising for the private negotiation that we have going on for a couple of the world's very largest private collections of revival history archives. These are private collections that have not been open to the public for ever, and they are really, really special collections. In fact, what will happen with those is that we would also be negotiating to have the distribution rights, and that would be incredible. So what we want to do is ask for you to ask God, what is your part in this? And what we're going to do is we're going to build a museum and revival library that could very well be the largest in the world. And we're talking somewhere in the region of 40 to 50,000 square feet. It's huge. And this is completely separate, but a very wonderful part of this larger vision. And we're talking about building a retreat center that people can come in groups or as individuals, as families, a summer camp, all of that sort of thing, and just be trained and equipped and sent out and doing worship sessions and mission schools and art, prophetic art and anything you can imagine that would be helping people be equipped to do wonderful things and great exploits for God. That would be fantastic. But we also want to be able to bless this community and create jobs and opportunities for local people. And we have so many fun ways to be able to make that possible. So what I want to do is ask you to dream big, believe big, have faith. This is the moment to not say, I'll wait and see what happens. Because if you do, then the answer will be that nothing happened. We are sure of that if we do nothing. But what I can say is that I want to make myself available. So watch this space. I'm going to mention in a day or so a date when you can pop on and get into a Q&A and ask me live any questions, our team, so that we can help you navigate any questions that you have about what we're doing. We are super transparent. We want to make sure that you understand that we feel that this is a huge responsibility that is not down to a few people. It is the responsibility of a larger group, a growing group of people who are all here because God said now is the time. And we are not trying to resurrect an old piece of history and dust it off and make it into a museum. Not at all. What we want to do is honor what God's done in the past while being very present with what the Word of God is for now. What is He saying now? What can we do to steward that? And I believe it's very, very possible. My family believes, our team believes, it's very possible to steward and honor what God has done in the past while being very present with now and what He is saying now. And so we want to ask you to join with us. Would you do two things? Would you share this? Would you share with your network? Let people know about the opportunities to give and support and give, whether that be $10 or $25 or $500 or $1,000. Go onto the give page, onto the vision page, have a look at the website. I'll put those links below and ask what you can give. If you can give something regular basis or you can give something one time, give whatever you believe is your best gift that you can give to God in this time and be a part of revival coming in a really large way to Arizona and to the rest of America. God is doing something really, really wonderful that we feel privileged to be a part of, and we want to help steward that with you. But we need your help to do that. And so it is down to us as a community to say yes to what God is doing and to pull out our wallets and to share with our networks and say, hey, do you know anybody that could be passionate about saving a property that can be used for God in this season? There is such a need for retreat centers, for people to come, for conferences and to be able to encounter God in a really special way in a setting that is very restful and just incredible. We also really need to be able to remember what God has done so that we can understand and have our faith boosted, recognizing that He is capable of mighty things. And we can do that by creating a space that helps us to remember what He's capable of. And we can do so many more things, but we need to partner with you. So link arms with us now. Ask God what you can do to get involved. If that is to network with people and let people know, hey, this is why I want to give to this. This is what I want to do. Give your best. And your best is good enough because we all chip in. And I'm not asking you to do anything that we haven't done. My husband and I, we've given a substantial amount of money to this ourselves. And our team, we're giving so much of our time. In fact, right now, my husband and I are currently packing our house so that we can actually move to the States for the vision that we feel that God has put on our heart and that He's been boiling in our hearts for a few years now. And this is not just a moment where we've seen an opportunity to just capitalize and grab a property. This is actually something that God's been doing in our hearts and lives for a few years. And we are excited to see this unfold. And with your help, we can make that happen. Let's do this together. Let's see God do a miracle in Miracle Valley. And let's all be part of something that is really starting to really boil under the surface as God brings His mighty power into this next season. I'm excited. I look forward to hearing from you. So again, what I want you to do is pop into the comments, hop over and ask God, what can I give? If it's $10, wonderful. If it's $1 million, wonderful. You know what you can give. Give whatever you can, and then share with your friends. Share this post, and then keep an eye out in a day or so, and I will invite you to take a look at a Q&A. And finally, if you're not on our email list, make sure and do that while you're on the website so that we can make sure that you get that invite in case you miss it on social media. All right? I know I've given you a few things to do there. I look forward to connecting with you. If you have any questions, pop them into the comments. Take care. God bless.